Unfair, so my people want them dead. Why? Because the government got me on a list of alien intelligence. I could be the president, but not too much politicking, too much on wishing. Yo, I'm not about the life. You can catch me on the ground for your mind when you see me at a show. Feel me? Hey, yo, cerebral cortex. You wanna step, don't test, man. I'm flexible, the best ever since I got this pen in my hand. I've been taking a stand, and when you step to that mic stand, you don't want it, man. You don't want it, man. You don't want it, man.
My name is Crystal Tubles. I'm Oglala Lakota in Northern Cheyenne. And we accepted the Generation Indigenous Youth Challenge from the White House.
I think we're gonna go around. We're gonna tell a story about a time when you felt like an outsider.
I've kind of noticed it, like, since I was growing up here. Like, I'd go down the Browning with my cousins, and they'd call me like an apple Indian.
To show what our blood is, our quantum on it. It's like, what other race has to do that?
Yeah.
Why do we have to prove ourselves?
Me, it was the opposite, both of coming into the city, being a res kid, and then it turned around for me being a res kid to a city kid, and going back to the res. And so there's both ways it went.
They decided to put me in special ed for math. That made me feel inferior because most of the kids in there were native. It made me and us feel inferior. Made me really gave me a low self-esteem. It made me feel bad. Like I couldn't do it like the other kids.
For a while, I had a hard time accepting that I'm Native, and sometimes, I wasn't accepting of it because I thought, I want to be on the same standard as everyone else. I want to be held to the same standard. I don't want those standards lowered to me just because I'm Native.
Why can't I have the same opportunities, that kid has? I could outwork that kid any day. People who look down upon us, but there's also people who respect us. And so, go out there and get that respect. Don't be afraid to speak out. Don't be afraid to be that person that's different, because being different is not necessarily a bad thing.
To not compromise who you really are and tell the story the way it is for the truth,
We were saying we're here, we have our own stories, and this is real. We're real people. We're not just in history books. We're not just in Dances with Wolves. That we're out here and we have a voice. And that's what this is. That's what you guys are doing.
Yes. Say it? Yes. So marginalization. I can ask that one too when you're done with 1 through 3.
What is your name and your tribal affiliation?
My name is Jason Smith. I am a Kootenai member of the Confederated Salish and Kootenai tribes, and also a Assiniboine Sioux from the Fort Peck Reservation.
2 things that brought me here. 1, I have a son who's in Hellgate High School who enjoys acting, and so I wanted to take him here to further his development, and these kind of events will help our Native youth develop and also higher their self-esteem.
This was my process. I wrote the words. I thought of everything I felt, everything I've been through, everything I've gone through. And then there's like a negative and a positive side.
More confident, why? Or how do you feel more confident? I guess because
I'm more open now. I can talk to more people.
Alright, so after all this, I've learned how to get the respect that I've earned, who to trust, not to trust, choose friends wisely in a way I had to adjust. Now I'm more confident, a B+, A student at the top, then the grades started to drop. Hey, B+, that rhymes with disgust.
B+?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I was like, oh,
turned out good.
It feels like I'm being a part of something that's gonna be a really great thing in the world.
We left our culture for our future, forgetting our native ways, but there's something about it that makes me feel deranged. I feel like a crack addict craving a fix, but more like a lost soul trying to find the next hit. No foodies can't fix this, not even tenants they left me with. Our culture, our ceremonies, our language is my fix. Something that the 10 steps won't admit. and nuts. That's
I feel like I'm putting something out there that actually counts, and that means something. I don't think I've ever felt like that.
Now I yearn for the days in the sun on my ancestors' land, where we are strong, and worries don't consume my every thinking thought. Now I know yearning and building up guilt will lead me to tears, but those tears will hold the guilt that I bear alone. And with it, a new man is formed, like reforming clay with water. Now I see the guilt ain't my fault, and like time on any given day, I must move on, no matter what obstacle comes my way.
If they don't like what I'm saying, they can change the station. Cause I'm just a living byproduct of a genocide. Look within my eyes, see a young savage done trying to act civilized. A warrior with no war, so I came to pick a fight. Cause an illuminated native is an empire's kryptonite. And I'm in all black, drink some light, came to get it right. Yeah, I think I'm something like a bad omen.
Cause we grew up around revolutionaries who went to Wounded Knee to get their hearts buried. Raised the hustle once I see my mama struggle. Born in the heart where my cheeks bled, where the water tastes like lead, where we deal with these alcoholics and these meth heads. Fed lies from the school system, misinterpret Thanksgiving, teach history like it's fiction. What's written ain't fact. We take down these flags and raise the legal staff. See, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior.
I'm doing something for my people. I'm speaking out. I'm bringing my own voice from my native culture into society now. I just want things to be heard. And I'm saying what needs to be heard.
Being asked if I understood the work when no one else was every day of the year made me feel dumber than all my peers. People telling lies to make me look bad, pushing my buttons hoping not to get mad. See if I'd act up in class and get in trouble, but I found a way to surpass. When I meet my new classmates, I was treated with hate, cause I just wasn't the same. Made me look upon myself with shame. So much made me change who I was. Every time I had something to say, I wouldn't discuss. Used to be a B+A student at the top, then the grades started to drop. But after all this, I've learned how to get the respect that I've earned. Who to trust, not to trust. Choose friends wisely in a way I had to adjust. Now I feel more confident that I see myself as now dominant because I'm more open. I can talk more about the things I couldn't before. I feel like I can get up and roar. Look into the future, I feel like I can be the best. Because it can be a great quest to find out who I'm going to turn out to be. After all this, I am now open and free. Really good.
With that flag to Uncle Sam, you can shake my hand, you can take my land. Give me whiskey and label me American. Cut my hair, but you can't take who I am. Still I'm fighting, writing the words of the wise. It's like I see the world through my ancestors' eyes. Find me between border town lines and red tobacco ties, next to where crazy horse lies. You do it for the fame, I do it for the cause. You do it for this game, I do it for y'all. That's the difference between us. Who you think you saw? I'm the product between